So many of my runners have been recently complaining about low back pain or discomfort kind of post run and wondering, okay, well, I'm not feeling it during my run, so what actually is going on? So that's what I want to actually address with you guys today. My name is Dr. Heather and I'm your virtual sports chiropractor, looking at helping everyone kind of achieve optimal performance and function by understanding how to fix their pain naturally. Now, with that being said, if you haven't already started to follow me on social media, go ahead and click the subscribe button that you see on the screen now. And if you aren't following me on Facebook or Instagram, go ahead and head over there as well and follow me today. Now, guys, if you don't already know, I actually created an ebook that addresses exactly this: how to live pain-free without worry or hesitation in under 3 weeks. But if you are somebody who is following me, you'll know I really pride myself on trying to figure out the why and then how we can go ahead and correct that. Now, before we get into the exercises, because I've got a few exercises that are guaranteed to help you post-run, but really post any activity that you're doing, remember this: if you're not sure exactly why the low back might be stiffening up, do book that free consult with me. This is a chance for us to really kind of engage, meet with no obligation, no cost involved, but a chance for me to provide some better insight as to why your low back might be stiffening up. It could be due to tight hamstrings, could be due to tight hips. It could also be just in the fact of you have a weak core. We won't know unless we actually talk. Now, before we get into the exercises, remember, this is just a snippet from actually my online course known as The Secret to Eliminating Low Back Pain, where I really kind of take you not just from the static exercises, but looking at how you would advance them using a therapy ball and a BOSU. So if you're looking at really going further with the exercises that you're going to see next, go ahead, jump on over, purchase my online course today, and also save 20% just for being a part of my community of athletes. Now, guys, let's get to it. Let's hop over to the exercises. Now, we're going to go through just the static exercises you can do to kind of help eliminate low back pain and really make it a difference for you. So let's get our mats out and let's get going. Now, the very first exercise we're going to want to do is actually starting to kind of reset our spinal stabilizers and our low back muscle groups. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, we're going to take a roller, a small ball, or even a pillow, and we're going to place it in between our knees, and we're going to squeeze and hold for a little bit of time, 30 seconds worth of time. So I'm going to come down onto my mat, and probably my friend is going to want to kiss me and give me some love. But that's all right, and you might have the same issue at home when doing these exercises. So I'm going to come down onto the ground, I'm going to take my roller, and I'm going to place it in between my knees. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold and squeeze in this position, allowing my hips, allowing my low back to engage fully in this position here. Now from here, what we're going to do is, if the low back feels good, there's no pain, no discomfort, we're going to add in a basic crunch move here. So I'm going to place the hands behind my head, and I'm going to go ahead and elevate my body up and down just like so. So I'm going to go ahead and elevate my body up and down pretty much like 20 times, as long as I don't feel any discomfort in my back. The next exercise we're going to do is just some nice, easy hip raises. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and keep squeezing the foam roller, and now what we're going to do is we're going to lift our hips up and down in this position just like so. And again, hopefully we don't have a friend or so adding any resistance to the object that we're squeezing. But notice that when I do this, I'm actually not arching my back. So now that is the basics that you want to start with, because you want to ensure that the back is not engaging when doing these exercises. Now, the next thing we're going to get to is actually some hyperextension exercises, because there are two rules of thought when it comes to low back pain. One is to kind of try to push the small back into the ground and allow for almost some flexion to occur in the spine. The other one is some extension. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go through Superman's opposites and a cobra. But the cobra isn't the one you would do normally in yoga. This one is designed to kind of help strengthen your postural muscles a little bit more in the low back. So if you're feeling comfortable on the floor, squeezing the roller in between your legs and using the roller or a ball, the next is to lay on your belly. Now, like I said, if you're really looking at trying to figure out how to eliminate your low back pain even better and really want the secret to it all, where I take you through a whole entire step-by-step process, click on the link I've left you right here on the screen and down below, where I give you my secret to eliminating low back pain course. Not only do you get my ebook, but I take you through the entire step-by-step process where we go static, then adding in some dynamic exercises using a therapy ball and a BOSU, as well as guiding you through other exercises that you can utilize to really help strengthen your core. So guys, now what we're going to do is, like I said, we're going to get into those extension exercises next. So I'm going to put my roller off to the side, and like I said, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to lay face down onto the mat. So what's going to happen is, when you see me do these, I actually don't have that much range of motion. So do ignore that. Some people will be able to lift off a little higher. But I'm going to lift my arms and my legs off the ground, squeezing my butt and maintaining my pelvis on the floor, allowing for extension to happen at my low back. I'm going to repeat that 20 times. Then the next one I'm going to do is opposites. I'm going to take my right arm and my left leg, and I'm going to lift it up and down off the ground 20 times one side, and then 20 times on the other side. Now the next exercise, like I said, is going to be a cobra. We're going to bring the arms in nice and tight to the body, and we're going to push up from here, and then we're going to come back down. So again, we're going to push up and come back down. Now granted, you may feel this more in the triceps a little bit, but the idea is to really kind of start strengthening the low back through an extension position. So there are 6 basic and easy exercises that you could do to really help alleviate your low back pain. Now listen, if your low back pain is in its early stages, meaning it just came on, you're within that first 48 hours of discomfort, you do want to take advantage of using ice, resting, and if needed, do see your physician, because you may need an anti-inflammatory or a muscle relaxant to kind of take the edge off with that pain and discomfort. Now, the other part is too, these strengthening exercises are meant to be done kind of more in that 72-hour period, kind of once the back has settled down, the inflammation has decreased. The other thing is, you do want to go ahead and do some soft tissue release. That's something I didn't mention in this video, but do check out the myofascial videos on this channel, because there's a whole slew of stuff that goes over really how to use massage balls and foam rollers to alleviate discomfort and pain in certain regions of the body. And again, if you're looking for anything further, check out some of my online courses and services, and don't forget, if you purchase any of the online courses, you get a 20% discount just for being part of my YouTube family. So guys, this is Dr. Heather, your virtual sports chiropractor, helping you achieve optimal performance and function while you learn how to fix your pain naturally. Alright, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll catch you all in the next video.